So recently, I've been hit with a cold case of cringe. I've been posting on YouTube for almost 4 years now.
Also, just ignore my crusty socks.
And I think I've just now hit a benchmark where I realize how cringe I am. Like, I've known this, while making videos, but it's like it's hitting different now. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just hits different. Like, I can't stand myself. Like, look at this kid. Why do I want to punch him? Oh, I'm a big boy boxer. I just moved out of my mom's basement. Man, I'll fuck you up. Damn. Now look at this kid. Why do I still want to punch him? I haven't really been posting, besides shorts, but those are easy, so they don't count. And it's because I've been kind of burnt out. Now, how can I, as a YouTuber with less than 1,000 subscribers, be burnt out? What the fuck did I do? Well, I'm running out of ideas. But now I'm a little burnt out from making videos. And on top of that, existential crisis, the usual. I do video editing as a way to make money now. Well, I guess I did because I haven't really done so in so long. But it's been hard to watch myself lately. I can't stand myself. I can't watch anything I do. Anything I make is it's cringe. Before I used to enjoy watching my old videos, but now every time I watch it, it's just, ugh. Brother, ugh.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
Like, who let this kid post this? Who told them it was okay to make this? I'm still gonna leave it up. I'm not gonna, I don't regret it, but why? And it's not even just that too. It's just in my everyday life. Like the other day, I woke up and I was looking out the window and some guy was looking back at me. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this crackhead? Oh, this is just me. Also, I don't want to keep making videos on my existential crisis all the time because it gets kind of old. I'm kind of just repeating the same things. But this year has kind of kicked my ass. I'm not gonna lie. Now, in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't really matter. Like, I'm kind of exaggerating things a little, or it's not gonna sound as big of a deal than it actually is. But I've used this channel as an outlet to express myself this entire time, and that's what my channel has been built off of. But what I've come to find is that with this YouTube game, or with just this social media game in general, you can't really do that no more. It's like it's evolving. This is like the kind of videos I'm making is like old school YouTube type shit. But now it's more like I need to just actually make some content that's not surrounded on me, kind of like how this video is. But again, I feel like I've built this channel off of my own like life shit, authenticity, and that doesn't really do well anymore, in the current social media landscape. And I know I can actually like make content, but it's just finding the right content where I can, easily make it, where I can continuously generate ideas for it. That's the hard part. And also be able to enjoy it at the same time. That's the hard part, because at the same time, I still want to do shit like this where I'm just talking to the camera and just telling you my problems like you care. I think at the end of the day, none of this should really matter. It's just about whether or not I can actually be entertaining. But as of right now, I can't stand myself. I can't stand any of the content I make. All my old content is just ugh. It's like, why did I think that was good? That was okay. And I knew what I was signing up for when I made those, okay? I don't regret it. Like I said, that was just me. But, I'm just now at the point where I gotta decide whether or not I should actually continue doing this, mixing it together with actual content, or just making pure fucking content. I'm more leaning onto that mixing. And since the first time I uploaded, I feel like I haven't changed that much. But I've seen some shit. I will be joining the military soon. I'm not going to talk too much about that besides saying that. So yeah, I guess the good thing about being a video editor is working with like all these different clients that have all these different, niches and video ideas, and kind of just bringing that to life and seeing the process it takes behind like that idea generation. Seeing all that has been good because it kind of like it broadened my spectrum of video making. But then now it's like I have so much options to choose from, I guess, like kind of videos, and I don't know what to do. But yeah, because of that, I feel like I've improved a lot as a video editor, just in terms of making an actual entertaining video. Now it's just like I gotta just implement it into my own. But I'm stuck on what kind of videos to make, and I kind of want to just keep this channel just doing whatever I want to do. I want to do whatever I feel like doing that day. But again, that's not really good for like YouTube algorithm and whatever. But maybe I gotta just trust it and just keep posting whatever I want to post. I want to start to move away from, self-improvement stuff. Not completely, like I just don't want my main focus to be on that anymore. I don't want to be known as the self-improvement guy, or I don't even know what I'm known as on YouTube, because again, I'm just making so much fucking shit, like so much like different kind of content. People don't even know what they're subscribing for. They just they see one video they like, they subscribe, and then the next video is like completely different, and they probably unsubscribe. But I mean, damn, YouTube is a lot harder than it looks. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've only been doing this for 4 years, when other YouTubers, like the really successful ones, they've been putting in like 10, 12 years, and that's why they're successful. When I was first starting, I didn't realize that's what it took. I mean, I was expecting it to be a long journey, but at the same time, I thought I guess this is just my cockiness, but I thought I could, get up there pretty quick. Like at least by now, I thought I would have had at least, 10K subs or something. But I realized maybe I'm not as good as I think. I'm mediocre. My ideas aren't that best. My video editing, it's decent, but it's not the best. And you know what? Shit, maybe that's why I can't stand myself. Damn. But now that I'm joining the military, it'll be hard to come up with the next kind of content to make. We'll see. We shall see. We'll see wherever the wind takes us. Wherever the wind takes us. Maybe it was never about the destination. It was always about the journey and the friends we made along the way. Also, now everyone my age is graduating now, starting their actual careers, and it's getting real. It's getting real. And for a guy who dropped out, it's like, okay, what do you do? I mean, maybe I could have made my dreams become a reality a lot faster had I started like way back in middle school or something. Or do I just take the L, start getting realistic, maybe get a blue-collar job, settle down with a wife and kid? And the thing about my self-improvement content is I feel like I haven't changed that much, but I've also progressed in a slightly different way, I guess, from the initial goal I was trying to hit. Because although I agree with I agree with the positive aspects of it, at the same time, it's like not everybody wants to be a fucking millionaire. It's all right to want to take the traditional route. It's all right to want to just start a family and settle down. I feel like I was bashing on that a little, but if you really think about it, like, what's the issue with that? To just live a normal, happy life. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I feel like if you do that, you'd be a lot happier than 90% of these successful people, because what you don't realize is that even though they're successful, they're always chasing for more, and it's never gonna satisfy their hunger for more. And at the end of the day, they always just end up feeling empty again. And staying on topic with that self-improvement stuff, Sneeko really helped inspire me to start my channel in the beginning, but I feel like if I continue this route long enough, maybe I'll end up like him. And although he was a big inspiration at the beginning, I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to be like that. Same with every other self-improvement YouTuber. I just want to be me, bro. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm copying anyone anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm fucking, following some sort of strict guideline that's been placed because I'm under some sort of niche or category. I want to just do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I'm probably going to. But if you've ever seen Fight Club, Brad Pitt's character Tyler Durden, when he said self-improvement is masturbation, I never understood it back then, but I'm starting to see it now. It's because what it boils down to is that self-improvement comes from a place of insecurity. You don't like certain aspects of yourself, so you try to improve on it. Maybe it's your physique, maybe it's your social skills, or maybe some sort of hobby you have that you want people to admire you for. But once you do improve on those things and people start thinking you're cool, you realize that had it not been for that little factor that made you cool, people couldn't care less about you. Without any meaningful connection, you might as well have just stayed home and masturbated. Please yourself. And while even before I thought that even if you're just improving for yourself, which essentially that's just how it should be, like you should just be doing it for yourself, but you also can't deny that deep down you're doing it because you want admiration. You're doing it because you're insecure about something and you want to change it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how you get better. That's just how the process works of being better. But if you continue going like this, and you can end up being the best or whatever, being at your absolute peak, you realize the only thing that's really left there is your pride. Because again, if you're at the end of the road and you don't have any meaningful connection, and you have no one but yourself to admire your progress and admire how far you've come, you just have pride left. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just that your ego might become inflated. You just end up alone. To some people it's worth it. To some people it's just something that they have to do. I don't know, man. I don't want to keep pushing this idea of you only gotta be one type of way, one certain way. Now, obviously, you can't discredit the pros that come with self-improvement. There's pros and cons to everything. Because obviously it does make you better. It does get you to break bad habits. It does give you some sort of purpose. But it's when you turn up the notch to like 10, where you go completely all in, you become super obsessed and crazed. Although the pro benefits can be helpful at the end of the day. Again, you do just become lonely. I feel like there's just always got to be a balance of. But yeah, I don't want to just keep like being the self improvement guy and then just making the same videos over and over. I think if I can try to make sense of this, is that at the beginning when I was like, really following whatever YouTuber I was watching at the time, like following their advice and trying to maintain their routine. It's like, you don't have to do everything to a T. You gotta find your own way. Just because you don't get up at 5 a.m. to meditate doesn't mean you're gonna fail. Like, my bad, David Goggins. I don't wanna fucking get up at 5 a.m. to run, bro. I'll do that at 12 a.m. before I go to sleep at 3 a.m. and wake up at 11. But yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to give y'all an update. I'm not dead. Don't worry. And no, we're not stopping the videos. I'm just gonna change up the content a little here and there. I'ma still just make whatever videos I feel like. If you don't like it, who cares? If it's not what you came for, who cares? I'ma just do this anyways. Bitch. I'm sorry, you're not a bitch.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.